Alright guys, it's Erica with Not Your Average EDC. What is this? Awesomeness is what it is. This is today's carry. The Desert Warrior MiniGrip. Freaking awesome, right? Okay, so today we're talking about 5 user knives that I use. Hint, hint, that's one of them. The MiniGrip. This is a shout out that's going around right now, so I figured we will just be part of that and show off some badass users here. Sorry about the traffic noise. This is the only place I have to record right now in the bed of my truck. So without further ado, let's get to it. The first one is the Benchmade MiniGrip. Excuse the fat thumb. So this is one of the ultimate EDC knives in my opinion. When I say EDC, I am talking work EDC, as in my line of work EDC, which is generally speaking hard use. Farm work, carpentry, homesteading, blah blah blah. So, Benchmade MiniGrip I think is an awesome user. It's a great size, it's lightweight, durable. I've never had one fail on me. And check out that blade shape. That is super useful. That tip, let's see if we can get that there. Not too thick, but not too thin. Definitely a really good, just all-around beater knife. And as you can see, this one's a beater. Things are definitely going to be a little off today. I'm trying to get used to not using this thumb again for like the 3rd time in my life. I got bit real hard yesterday. Let's go on to the Sebenza. So this is a good user in my opinion. I have tested this one thoroughly, as well as the old school version. We've got the 21 here. Now, this one I have to give a little bit of a caution statement with, just because it is a little thin. So, as you guys know, I like to do dumb shit with my knives on occasion, like pry with them, and that is not a tip that you would want to pry with. However, if you're only cutting with your knife like you should be, that shouldn't be a problem for you. I honestly love the blade length on these. It's like the perfect length. If you go with the Inkosi, the small Inkosi, it's just a little too short in my opinion. This is even smaller than a MiniGrip, and I feel that the blade shape is just awesome, but the length is just a smidge short for my liking. So even though this is a great solid user, I would probably pick the Sebenza, the small Sebenza 21 or 31 over this one, just because this is a hair too short. So that one right there, I tested for a month straight. It did really, really well, aside from the few quirks, but you can find those in my previous videos. But this is a great all-around user knife. Reliable, good lockup, and that blade length is perfect. Let's talk about the Bugout. This is my second favorite knife behind the Emerson Mini A100. I am really growing to love this knife. Blade length is perfect. It is thin for sure, but I do carry a pry bar unless I'm doing some sort of challenge, so this won't really be used for prying. I've got my pry bar for that. Awesome blade shape, blade length, thickness, all that good stuff. I've said this before, I don't have a problem with the plastic handles at all. Although I do tend to like a normal clip on these. I feel like the mini deep carry is just not really my jam. I like the full size better. It feels better in my hand, and I just like the way it carries better. But this knife is a tank. You can put it through quite a bit, and it's not going to fail. not going to fail as of yet. This one's brother is the one that bit me yesterday. But I love the Bugout. It is honestly a great little knife for EDC. Let's talk about my favorite of all time. Check this out. Emerson Mini A100. This is an awesome EDC knife. Much thicker, so you can do some prying tasks with that for sure if you wanted. And yes, I know a lot of you don't like to. I'm sorry that I do that on occasion. Not sorry. Really nice blade shape. Love that really thick tip on there. And man, is this thing sharp. Emerson's 154 sharpens up so nice, and it's so forgiving. I really do enjoy it. But if you get one of these bad boys and throw some scales on it, like this is just a gem, and it's so smooth. Like, man, these things are smooth. No lube or anything. That is a great user for sure. And the last one, the 940 from Benchmade. I feel like a lot of people have been throwing this in their user options. Jared from Neves also, I believe, chose this. How could you not? You can do just about anything with a 940, which I have. This 940 in particular is the one that I did my month test with, where I didn't carry a pry bar on purpose and used this every time I had to pry or scrape or use this as a screwdriver. But check this thing out. Borderline too long for me just because I have smaller hands, but it's on that cusp, so I still carry it for sure. Any longer and I wouldn't be able to. Definitely not slicey, but if you don't need a slicey knife, then you're fine. If you're just cutting and doing all around work that you need a sturdy blade for, this is your knife right here. Isn't that beautiful? And it looks so good. It carries so nice. Lightweight, slim, and reliable. And that tip is so useful. Having that reinforcement right there of material is just awesome. And I did break just the tip off, the tiniest little bit, but not too bad during my testing. But yeah, those are my 5 user knives that I can stand behind for sure, and I love using them. They're not going to leave. This is my absolute baby. Look at how nice that is. If you're ever looking for scales for your Emersons, the Shutter Dug on Instagram, check him out. He does some killer work. Alright guys, those are my 5 user knives that I love, use, abuse, and stand behind. Hope you all enjoyed. And if not, maybe you should treat yourself. Maybe you should go eat a brownie or something, right? Or go flick open a good knife if you didn't enjoy it. Go make yourself happy. Anyway, use your shit and have an awesome night, guys. See you later.